Premier Ralph O'Neill announced during Tuesday's ninth sitting of the fourth session of the House of Assembly that measures are in place to ensure that apart from himself, government ministers are not allowed to sign contracts on government's behalf. The Premier was responding to a question asked by Leader of the Opposition, Dr. Orlando Smith, who inquired as to whether or not other ministers of government were now concluding and signing any government contracts, as the Premier had instituted a policy whereby all government contracts were to be signed only by himself.
The Premier sent out a circular note in June 2010 stating it has been decided that all government contracts, large or small, were to be signed by him. The first set of government contracts was signed on 22nd July 2010, and as far as I am aware, all government contracts are signed by the Premier. If any other minister of government would sign a contract, that would be illegal, and the Accountant General will not permit any payment to be made from that illegal document. Furthermore, the Auditor General who receives a copy of every government contract signed would have reported that the other ministers of government are signing contracts. And I'm sure that my ministers are not doing that.
In a follow-up question to the Premier, the opposition leader said that he assumed an incident may have occurred to force such a circular to be sent out, and he asked the Finance Minister whether or not government ministers had signed contracts before the circular was sent out. However, the Premier's response was that he had never heard about such thing, nor was it ever reported to him.
I cannot say what happened about a minister signing contract. I've never heard about it. It has never been reported to me. And therefore, I cannot help the Honorable Leader of the Opposition in that respect.
Acting Attorney General Baba Aziz later stood up on a point of order where he stated that according to the Public Finance Management Act 2005 and the Public Finance Management Regulation, there are specific provisions which state that the minister responsible for finance executes contracts for or on behalf of the government, but he may designate other persons to sign contracts for or on behalf of the government.